said a black came in and stole your mother's car. I said that black male who stole your mother's car gives that car to his son. And I asked you, is it still your mom's car? You said yes. I said okay. Then if that the son gives that car to his son, is it still your mother's car? No matter how many times they pass on that car, it's still your mother's car. Is that correct? I agree with you there. And what I'm telling you is you guys showed up and you stole. And you stole resources, you stole land, you stole diamonds, you stole emeralds, you stole gold, you stole people's lives, you stole people's histories, you stole their futures. But let's just talk about the diamonds, for example. No.
All right. So, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to our elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace, love, salutations, and blessings to those who do this work in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back at you through the Spirit with another lesson, and I pray and hope this lesson is edifying. So I'm going to play this video again just in case it didn't play the first time. Y'all didn't hear it because I had my headphones on, so I'm going to play it one more time.
Everybody need to watch this video. No one could explain this better. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
Said a black came in and stole your mother's car. I said that black male who stole your mother's car gives that car to his son. Then I asked you, is it still your mom's car? You said yes. I said okay.
Yes.
Then if the son gives that car to his son, is it still your mother's car?
Yes, it is still my mother's car.
It's still your mother's car. No matter how many times they pass on that car, it's still your mother's car. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you there. And what I'm telling you is you guys showed up and you stole resources, you stole land, you stole diamonds, you stole emeralds, you steal gold, you stole people's lives, you stole people's histories, you stole their future.
All right. So I just wanted you to hear it again just in case it didn't play the first time because I have my headphones on. But I'm going to start at Ezekiel 18. And it says, he has oppressed the poor and the needy. He has spoiled by violence. He hath not restored the pledge, and he has lifted up his eyes to the idols, hath committed abominations, hath given forth usury, and hath taken increase. Then how shall he live? He shall not live. He hath done all these abominations, he shall surely die. His blood is upon him. You see, these people, they don't want to pay for what they've done. Okay? You stole the land, you stole the people, you stole the history, you stole everything, right? Because most people on the earth we just don't jump to violence, okay? But the so-called white man, that is his first, his first, the first tool that he uses is violence, okay? His sword. He doesn't use diplomacy. He doesn't use morality. He doesn't use mercy, you know. He doesn't try to work things out with anybody. What he does is he just says, I'm going to take it. And we see that. We've seen it then and we see it now. You know, when you see these houses just magically, one neighborhood, I can't remember where it was, but one neighborhood was just burnt down and all the trees. This is just recent, a couple weeks ago. And only the trees were left standing, you know, because when that stuff like that happens, they want to claim the land, okay? You know, they know that these insurance policies don't cover certain stuff. So these people will never get reimbursed for the home that they lost. So they want to buy the land up cheap because these people, they know they won't sell it. All right. So they'll forcibly take the land by violence. All right. We got another one in Malachi. Is it Malachi or is it Micah? Let me see. I think it's Micah. Yeah, it's Micah. This is Micah 2. And it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Okay? So these people are oppressive people, and they come and they will steal your land, and then they basically will steal your land and then pass laws to oppress the people that were originally there. All right. Now this guy, this black bald headed nigga that was speaking, I really don't like this guy, But in this particular instance, when you speak right, we're gonna back you back. We're gonna say okay, that what he's saying is correct. But when you speak wrong, we're gonna be like, oh, you're going off. All right. So right now he's speaking right in regards to the history of these so-called white people that continue to do this rape, rob, murder, and pillaging and just oppressing of the people. Okay. So these devils, and they don't want to pay for that. They don't want to admit, that they were wrong. Okay. Let me see. All right. So we're gonna go to the book of Psalms, chapter 55. And it says, it's 55 or 20, an old one, but still relevant to this day. It says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but there was war in his heart. He had the intention of taking your shit in the first place. Okay, like George Washington said. Was it Cumberland's? I can't remember. It was one or two. Either George Washington or Columbus. When they it was Columbus when they encountered the Native Americans. What did he say? That I can subdue them with 50 men, right? So his whole entire, what's the word that I'm looking for? His whole entire motive was to oppress them in the first place. Okay, he didn't come with the intention of being cool with these people. He came with the intention of being an oppressive devil. All right. So yeah, he put forth his hands, and this devil knows that he needs to trick you to get you to open the door like a goddamn vampire. All right, he got to trick you to open the door to let him in. That's what the scriptures say: never trust thine enemy, for his irons rusteth, so does his wickedness. All right, because when you let this man in, when you crack the door a little bit, he can get his foot in there. He's gonna come in. He's gonna start rearranging shit. You ain't gonna notice. He gonna start doing little things in the background. You ain't gonna notice, and before you know it, you locked out of your own crib. That's what happened to the Palestinians when they let the Jews over there during the Balfour Declaration. They let these people who they thought were refugees come over there to live in their homes, right? And what happened? They came home one day and their locks was changed and they had guns pointed at them saying, this ain't your house no more. That's how they acquired the land, literally. Okay, there were already people there. How you gonna go and claim land where people were already there? Okay, well, you have to remove the people. Okay, so this devil, his history is, and they don't want to admit that because they know that it's a punishment for that, right? The punishment is you're gonna have to pay. Okay, you're gonna have to pay. Okay. All right, this is Job, the book of Job, 12 and 15. The 12 and 15 or the 20 and 15? Let me look at 20. Yeah, it's 20 and 15. I'm going to start at verse 12. No, we'll start at verse 11. It says, his bones are full of sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned into gall of ass within him. Look at what's happening to Trump right now. Like, he got big booty syndrome right now. He got these diseases and shit like that from all the stuff that the wickedness that he's doing. Okay, and I know this is a metaphor for the wealth that he established, but it can also be twofold, right? the riches that he has is going to be a witness against him because he stole it all, right? It says he has swallowed down riches and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out his belly. Okay? So all of this wealth that this damn devil has obtained, he's going to cast this out his belly. All right? He's going to throw it all up. Okay? The scriptures talk about how if a man stealeth a man, right, and he be caught in his hand, that man shall surely be put to death. All right? And you got to remember Revelation 13 and 10. He that leaveth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. You got to remember that too. So this devil has a lot to pay for. All right, and see, if you go and you watch that video, on the one hand, he's willing to admit, yeah, if a black man stole my car, right? Well, that's still my car, no matter how many generations obtained that car. But if I steal your shit, oh, it's not the same. See what I'm saying? If I take your stuff, then you just at a loss because I'm greater than you. I'm superior than you. So your shit don't mean nothing. You know, it was supposed to be mine in the first place. And this is how these devils think. Okay? But the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is going to force him to give all his shit back. To give all the things that he stole back. Okay? And then he's going to eventually get Obadiah 1:18 after Revelation 13 and 10. Okay? So right after Revelation 13 and 10, he's going to get Obadiah 1 and 18. All right? He's going to go into slavery, into big boy captivity, and the worst type of chattel slavery that the world has ever seen, right, in righteousness. And then after that, this man is going to be put out to earth. Okay? All right? So with that, you know, I just want to do a quick hit. I pray this is an edifying lesson, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Ruach HaKodesh. Until the next time, Akim, Shalom.